Happy Saturday, cuzzos. Happy Saturday. We back with another day to take advantage of the books and smash dingers. Simple as that. Um, yeah, so I'm up early with it today so I can make sure I can get this out to everybody on time. Again, I can't never start without saying I appreciate all the support to the channel. The Cuzzle community, we up one. We up a million. Yesterday started off shaky. Definitely started off shaky. I think it was one homer out of both day games. It was 34 homers projected yesterday. It ended up being 37. So again, that's like 4 days straight where the projected is within two or three the actual home runs is within two or three homers from the projected over here on ballpark. And 3 of the 4 days it's went over the projected. Only one, which was the short slate, when it was eight projected, it ended up being seven. But every other one is went over like two or three, but still it's in the ballpark of the projected. So today is another 34 projected home runs. Again, I utilize this right here, this part right here. Out of them 34 is kind of like showing you where they're gonna be at. Just projected. So definitely take it with a grain of salt. Um, Most homers they saying should be in this Arizona Athletics game. Angels should have the second most. You can see which teams, bright green or green like this, you should be able to see which teams who they're projecting to get more homers in those matchups. So we do got another 34 projected today. Just want to start there. Also, here's your park factors. This is park plus weather. So you can see, of course, you want to start at the highest at the top, and it makes sense from what we've seen on the projected. So, plus 30%. That don't mean plus 30 homers or anything like that. It's just saying it's a higher projected over a total amount of at bats. So these are the games you kind of want to target. These high numbers, green. You got some here that's zero, and then these negative ones. These could be because, like I said, it could be the weather. So let's say stadium only. We're gonna stay in this same thing. So you can see like certain ones that got negatives aren't if it's on stadium only, negatives mean it's not a home run friendlier park. The higher the negative, the worse it is. So you can see which parks aren't home run friendly. Now weather, this is the same order we just seen. So weather is showing basically like this, -11. But you can look here and you can see winds are coming in. And then you see this red P. That's it's right here. So the P is pressure. So basically it's saying when it's a red P, it's above 1019 MBs, which is worse for carry. You want low pressure, high humidity. So it makes sense to why you see in a -11. This is weather only. Washington got wind coming in with high pressure. Both are bad for carry. -19 Cleveland, wind coming in, high pressure. Same with Baltimore, Chicago, wind coming in, high pressure. So they take that number, and then you take the stadium number, and then when you come, that's this combined. So now that's why you see a -35 here. It was minus on the not being a home run friendlier park, and minus on the weather. Same with Cleveland. Cleveland was basically weather. So yeah, so you can see that. So you kind of can see where you want to target, which games are projected from weather or whatever stadium, you know, where you gonna get the best chances at today based on the park plus weather. And again, it's 34 projected today. And if it's go like it's been going, we should be in a good position. Um, Starting here on most home runs versus starting pitchers, I know it is people that message me and say that they do like seeing batter to pitcher matchups if it's any. So you can see like Matt Chapman got 2 homers on 4 at bats against Kodak. You can see which book got the best odds. So you can see all the people that's got from Salvador Perez up. All of these have 2 homers against the pitcher that they're facing today. Um, Most extra base hits versus each, and an extra base hit is a double or higher. A double is, second base off of the hit. So, and you can see, so Adam Frazier got 5 extra base hits, and you can see where it's coming from. He got 4 doubles and a homer. And you notice you don't see single on here or anything. Double, triple homer are the only thing that's extra base hits. So you can see who got the most of those as well. If you want to look at the pitcher summary, I look at this from the matchups, but you could definitely look at it from here. Versus lefties, versus righties, see what their batting averages is, see what the ISO they giving up, see what the slug is they giving up, how many homers to that hand, home runs per 9. But Prop Finder has made it very easy to where you don't have to even necessarily go through here. It's better here. And it's better because I can kind of see, like we always go through it every day. We can see what's what and go from there. So we got Dodgers Rays. This is gonna be a one of the best games to target. Rays are in a little league park right now, a training facility. Spring training, 90 degrees, great for carry. Wind going out, great for carry. Now I do see 32% chance of rain, but that's dropped to 23%. So we should be good there. Got Blake Snell. I haven't seen him all year. Well, it makes sense. 4.5 innings pitched. No homers, but again, he only literally. Oh, I'm sorry, 9 innings pitched. That's per game. 2 to lefties, 7 to righties. So he don't got a lot of data to go off of today. Drew, let me see, 10 homers, 5 to lefties, 5 to righties. He giving up almost basically a homer a game to both hands. He doesn't give up a lot of barrels to neither hand. He give up hard hits, but they're just not barrels. So that could be line drives, ground balls, and you can see here, especially the righties, he's not giving up a lot of fly balls. But if they can get under one of these baseballs, it do got a 24% chance of home run off of fly balls. So let's go over here. Let's see. Yainer Diaz. This is a lefty Bake Snell. Yainer, you can see, has been hitting them with some power all season with 7 homers. 98-20 over 10 at-bats. 93 exit velocity over 5. He dominant 4 seam, so you can see to the 4 seam, 94-20 for Yandy. A lot of bright green here. 70% fly ball, 40% hard hit, 10% home run to fly ball. Last 10, last 5, 60% fly ball, 40% hard hit. So Yandy's in a good spot. Like yesterday, maybe a day late. We see that so often now. So he definitely in a good spot, especially looking at the 4 seam. But if I'm not mistaken, over 10 at bats, I mean, he still got a 98-20 adding the curveball and then the changeup back in there as well. So keep that in mind. Junior Caminero. So off of all 3 pitches, it don't look the best. Let's see if we just isolate this 4 seam. Now we got a 30% barrel, 93 exit velocity. So that changes a lot. 20% barrel last 5. 40% fly, 20-60. Last 5, 20, 20, 40. Let me see something. Got 4 homers to that 4 seam with a 556 slug at 470. He 475 like Yandy. So I guess if you look at this with a 30% barrel, it's worth looking at for sure. I like Yandy a little better. Had better metrics with all 3 pitches and the 4 seam versus us having to solely rely on the 4 seam. But he does pitch it almost 50% of the time. So a 30% barrel over 10 at bats ain't nothing to look over. Bilal. It's more fair to the lefty, so it's just the righties that's getting heavy 4 seams. His power been down. 89 exit velo over 10, 84 over 5. 40% fly, 10% homer in the fly. Let me see. Versus lefties, 3 homers. He haven't been hitting them with the best of power or batting average on 75 at bats. He do got 3 homers, but you see red across the board. So again, don't go for good, go for great. I'm sure we can find it. What are you, a switch hitter? So you're going to bat right. So you're going to see a lot of 4 seams, buddy. Nothing major there. Allow. If you find a lefty, that's cool, but I don't expect it to be the lefties today anyway. It ain't too many lefty batters that's good against lefty pitchers. 98 exit velo last 5, 95 last 10. 4 seam alone, that go up to 96-10, 95-20. 40%, 20-40. 60-10, 60. So Christopher is in a good spot. Again, it's going to be righties, it's looking like. And he's at plus 560. Shit, even the other two, Junior and Yandy, both at 475. So you're getting good value on these players. It's looking like early in the slate so far, like we did yesterday. Can't stress it enough. You play your straights at some of the value that we've been seeing and that's been actually hitting, you're going to be green every single day. As long as you don't go too ham, you know what I'm saying? Limit yourself to a certain amount of homers. And if every one of them is over 400 and you play each one straight, you're going to be good every single day. Or more often than not, I'll say. I ain't going to say every day. You're going to have bad days of homers. So, yeah, Yandy, Caminero. But if I had to pick, it's going to be Yandy. Let me see. What is it? Oh, I'm on the wrong person. I'm tripping. My bad. 95, 96, 10, 93, 30. All right, so it'll be Yandy, Caminero, Morel, however you say it. So again, it's the three righties going up against a left-hand pitcher. Makes sense. Now we look at the Dodgers going against a righty. They got Shohei at plus 190 today. So he going four-seam cutter. 94-20 to the four-seam. 102-50 to the cutter. Crazy metrics. 60-20-80. 50-30-80. 40-50. The last five to the fly ball, 60% ground. But again, if you look at just the bigger sample size, 10 at-bats, give yourself like 10 at-bats where you know that the number is more accurate. It's not like no outliers happening. Or they might have had like a one at-bat in them last five that look crazy. So by being a smaller sample size, it's going to inflate the numbers. So Shohei for sure look good at, but I mean, that's up to you. It's at plus 190, but he damn show it looked like those should be his odds. Okay, so righties. Okay, righties is just what they seeing. Righties getting what they getting. Lefties is gonna get the 30%. Freddie, shout out Freddie yesterday. It looked like was it? Oh, he don't went back to back. I'm about to say it felt like he ain't hit. And see, he taking advantage of these home run friendly parks. 2 games ago at Cincinnati, yesterday at Tampa Bay. 30% barrel against the cutter, sinker, four seam over his last 10 at bats with a 92 exit velo. A lot of fly balls, good home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits. Against the four seam, 90-10 last 10, 88-20 last 5. Still hitting fly balls with a 10% home run to fly ball. To the cutter, 20% barrel last 5. 20% barrel last 10, 40% barrel last 5. Still hitting fly ball, still got a home run to fly ball. I wonder if you put them both together with it. Okay, let's just do that. And then look, 30% barrel, if I just take those top 2 pitches over 30%, cutter, four seam. You can see here, four seam cutter. He's giving up 4 homers to the four seam, 1 to the cutter to left-hand batters. Freddie from a righty got 4 homers against the four seam and 2 homers. So he's giving up 5 homers to his main 2 pitches. Freddie got 6 homers against those main 2 pitches at plus 560 with a 30% barrel. So keep that in mind. Freddie's in a great spot as well. 20% barrel. All ground balls. 80, yeah, you hitting a lot of ground balls. Tommy Edmonds. So you're going to bat left, so you're going to get the four seam and the cutter. Fordo. Got a 93-20 over 10 at bats with the sinker included. You remove the sinker. Not 90 exit velo, 89 exit velo, 20% barrel last 10. 93-40 last 5. 80% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball, 60 hard hit last 5. 50-10-30 last 10. Michael Conforto at plus 630. He's in a decent spot. So it's looking like it's the opposite of last game. Now we dealing with a lot of lefties on this side. Will Smith, 95-20 over his last 10 at-bats. 97-20 over his last 5. 60% line drive over 5 at-bats. Now, when you go to last 10, it's more even. 40-30-30, 10-70 at plus 500. I feel like he should have went yard yesterday. So seeing that he's a righty and there's no certain pitches that's being eliminated, everything around that like 23%, 30% as I'll say on average. he still got a 95-20 over 10 at bats. So, again, these might be our day lates, like Yandy, Will Smith. These are all people that we seen yesterday that might be a day late. Alex Call, I forgot they just got him. What is he, a righty? So he gonna see exactly this. A lefty, remove that sinker, 96 exit velo, 10% barrel, a lot of line drives. Russian. We see no Tiny Ruiz and Freeland. Okay, so you got Otani at plus 190. If you want some value, go Freddie Freeman or Will Smith. Again, which one to choose, that is completely up to you, but I would definitely try to look and see like at the metrics from the pitcher or who fall in the weak spot, any of those things, you know what I'm saying, that will help us out and be able to see which side is better or which player would be better to take advantage of against Drew Rasmussen, or however you say it. So I would definitely lean into one of those to help you decide, like, okay, which route do I want to go, righty or lefty, Will Smith or Freeman. Y'all already know. I mean, I ain't got too much to say about. I don't get into those plus one anythings for homers. That's dead. Orioles Cubs. So same situation as yesterday. I don't even think it wasn't a homer in this game. And was I surprised? No. Should you have been surprised? No. We went through it. Wind coming in at double digits is always a bad thing in Wrigley by it picking up wind, so it's so receptive to it. It's not 13, but it is 9 mile an hour, and that might be why they're at the bottom of the barrel again today for home runs. So you got 70 degrees, which ain't, you want to be up in that 80s, 90s. That's the perfect weather. 70 degrees ain't bad, but that 80, 90 is an extra couple feet of carry. Winds coming in again. So you got Sagano, which is somebody I always say target, 21 home runs, 13 to lefties, 8 to righties. He has a lot of in his pitch. So he give this 2 home runs to lefties a game is very accurate. He giving up a 10% barrel to both hands. So keep that in mind. Matthew Boyd, he got 11 homers, all 11 on the righties. He hasn't given up a single homer to a left-hand batter. All right, Pete Crow. Now they odds is still up there where they was at yesterday. It's looking like not as high, but it's still up there for like what I'm used to seeing for certain players. All right, so Pete Crow, you are. Let me see. 4-seam split. 94, 99, 40. 60% fly, 20, 80. He in a good spot again. If they can get through that win, he's in a good spot. He was in a good spot yesterday. $97.20, 30% fly, 60 hard hit. A lot more line drives on the last 5. Last 10, he do got a 30. What's his versus righties? See. I know Swanson has definitely been getting on base a lot. I do know that. I do like this 97 exit velo 20, but it's looking like it's more line drives than anything. But again, over 10 at bats, he do got a 30% fly ball. That's 1 out of every 3 batted ball events that he's getting it actually in the air. Nico. Kyle Tucker, 95-10 over 10 at bats. 94 exit velo over 5. He actually hit a lot of fly balls, 10% home run to fly ball, consistent hard hits. If you eliminate those, and the top 2 pitches is the 4-seam and splitter, 98-20 over 10, and 96 exit velo over 5. Still got the fly balls, consistent. 10% home run to fly ball, consistent hard hits at 560. Kyle Tucker's in a good spot. So you got Pete Crow, Kyle Tucker. Ian Happ has got a 94 exit velo over 10 at bats, 93 over 5. 80% fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball at plus 600. That's one thing about Ian Happ. And I was on him last week? The day I was on him, he didn't go. He went the very next day. And I always say one thing about him, that 80% fly ball always catches my attention. Always catch my attention. To be able to hit fly balls that consistently, damn near every at bat. If he had 5 at bats in the game, 4 of his at bats are going to be fly balls. That is a good percentage of at bats to resulting in fly balls. So that always catches my attention. And then he got a 94 exit velo, so you got some power behind it. Just want the right launch angle to make it go out the park. Michael Busch, 91-30, 20% barrel last 5. Against his main 2 pitches, 99-50. 95-60 over 5 at bats. 60% fly ball, elite home run to fly ball ratio. Consistent hard hits over 5. Over 10, more fly balls. He still kept a 40% home run to fly ball ratio over even 10 at bats. I mean, you could just see right here, it's bright green at every at bat. Michael Busch. So now it's like all lefties is looking like. Another person who gonna bat left, Castro. I'm eliminating these. I'm going to see it's 95 exit velo. Okay, all grounders though. I want to see Matt Shaw. You are right, so you're gonna see what you see. Almost at that, like 90. Let me see, 30%, 10, 40, 40, 40. Matt Shaw might be in a sneaky spot. 86-10 over 10, 92-20 over 5 for Carson Kelly, 40% fly. I just wish he was hitting the baseball with power more consistently. Over 10 at bats, fly ball go down to 20. The hard hit still, like you can see a lot. It's only 2 over 95 out of 10 at bats. So you want to see consistent hard power. Period. 50-40. No lie. You a lefty, so let's see those top 2 pitches. 92-10, 30-80, 20-60. You don't have a line neither. All right, so it's the Old Faithfuls, and you're getting every single one at good value. Pete Crow, plus 500. Kyle Tucker, plus 560. Michael Busch, I don't see a line, but he's going to be in that same range. And if I got to pick one out of them, let me see. Who had the best metrics with all the pitches? 90-20, 92-30, 95-10. Busch. And then again, it's like kind of like stay with the high hand. He has been destroying right-hand pitchers all year. Like him and Pete Crow. Pete Crow having a 600 slug with a 300 ISO on 282 at bats. He is with a 300 batting average. Michael Busch, same 300 batting average, 571, 276. It's not I'm talking about. It's like A and B, 1A and 1B with Pete Crow and him. They have been destroying righties. So if they're in a good spot again today, it's nothing to even think about, especially at these odds. To get them at these odds, but we know why. It's the weather condition and the park conditions. Matthew Lloyd. Now he's only giving up homers to all righties, all 11, and he's heavy 4-seam. And Tyler O'Neill has been destroying us 4-seam in this last let's say week and a half. 97 exit velo, 30% barrel over 10 at bats. Over 5 at bats, 98-40. He's been going absolutely crazy. 60% fly ball, 10% home run and fly ball. We know that this is going to be a high number when this is a bright green number. You can't get this average without it being consistently done. As you see a lot of bright green, 114s, 109s, 102s, 103. You know what I'm saying? So we know what he can do. And that's what we want to target. You getting him at plus 430. Four-seam and sliders. He throwing a lot to the lefties. 96-20 for Gunner. A lot of ground balls, a lot of line drives. switch, so you're gonna bat right. You're gonna see a lot of four seams. 93 exit velo, 92 over 10 at bats, 91 over 5. Are you hitting 40%, 40%, 60%? The hard hits go down. I mean, personally, damn, they got him at plus 800. Well, it's definitely worth that line for sure. 8-1 odds. Jordan Westberg against the four seam, 98 exit velo, 20% barrel over his last 10. Last 500 exit velo, same barrel. 60% fly ball, 20-80 over 5, 60-20-60 over 10. Jordan Westberg is in a good spot at 480. And again, we're going to want to target righties for sure. You get a lefty that's jumping off the chart, okay, I get it. But seeing that he's giving up 11 homers and they all the righties, you want to target righties. So we got Westberg, we got Tyler O'Neill, 96-10. Slider in the four seam is what you're going to see. So the sinkers were your favorite. That everything just dropped when I took that sinker off. Let's see if that's accurate. Yep, you a sinker guy. And that's what he throws, the bare minimum. 93-10 over 10, 99-20 over 5. Sheesh. Switch hitter. And he going to bat right. So he going to see a lot of four seams. 94 exit velo over 5, 92 over 10, 50% fly ball, 50% hard hit. Excuse me. This is a long shot. This is definitely a good spot for a long shot at plus 1,000. Consistent fly balls, consistent hard hits. 92 exit velo. You see it with the other pitches. 93-10 over 10, 99-20 over 5. So he just done had some unfortunate outs, all outs over here except for this single. But you can see the bright green, you can see the power, you can see the launch angle, you can see he can get the ball to the wall. So at plus 1,000, that's a great long shot. Mayo, last 5, last 10. You're righty as well. Four seams. 40-20, 40 over 5, 20. Okay. You don't look as good as you did yesterday. All right, so you got all righties again. You got Tyler O'Neill. That's who I like the best because even with all the other pitches, he's still bright green across the board. Westberg and a long shot in Dylan Carlson. Carlson, I'm sorry. At plus 1,000. So you got plus 430, plus 480, and then you got a plus 1,000 if you want to take your chances on that. Last plus 1060 we caught, which was Romy Gonzalez. So, yeah. But again, be careful. You also can go to total base route because you are going against bad weather conditions. With wind coming in, 8 mile an hour or 9 mile an hour, gonna feel like added like 4 or 5 more miles an hour the way that Wrigley is set up. We got Royals, Blue Jays, roof closed, so none of this stuff matter. I wish they would open it. That's damn near 80 degrees and 13 mile an hour winds going out. Got Noah Cameron, 9 homers, 3 to lefties, 6 to righties. Up against Max Scherzer, who just given up 8 homers, 6 to lefties, 2 to righties. And the more impressive thing about this Max Scherzer is he done gave up 8 homers on 35 innings pitched. He haven't even been back long. So you want to target somebody like that. That's really they vulnerable to home runs. He ain't even been back but for 35 pitches and still done gave up 8 homers and damn near 3 to left-hand batters. So we go to Toronto. Start up top, Boba shit. All right, over 10. Okay, so that's go. So what are you? A righty? So righties, I don't have anything to worry about. 98 exit velo, over 10 at bats. A lot of line drives, a lot of ground balls. He hit a homer yesterday that was like a line drive, they said. I mean, I just know he loved playing here though. 10 of his 16 home runs is at home with a 500 slug. 5 homers during the day. 3 homers on Sundays with damn near a 500 slug. 4 homers against lefties with a 500 slug. So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, the thing is with Vlad, the power always there. It's can we just get some fly balls out of you? But he got a 10% on these specific pitches, but against lefties. What 543 with a 200 over the season? That's executive decision you're gonna have to make based on that power because the power there. The power is there. Ty France got traded here. Wow, didn't know that. 94 exit velo over 10 at bats, 40% fly ball, 50 hard hit, 40% fly ball, 40 hard hit. Is he playing today? If he is, just watch his line. He might be in one of them spots. Left versus left. Nah, a slider, four seam heavy. Addison Barger don't look like he usually been looking. I mean, it makes sense. It's lefty versus lefty, which you can see. He got a lower batting average, lower slug, and one of the lower ISOs. So maybe the lefties versus lefties is his kryptonite now. What's going on here? I see a lot of bright green, but none translate. Oh, that's all just fly balls, but it's a lot of terrible exit velocities. Miles Straw, I'm sorry. Last 10, last 5. So you got 90 exit velo, 20, 40, 60, 40. Noted. Davis Schneider, 30% barrel over 10, 40% barrel over 5. Hitting fly balls, 10% home run to fly ball, more fly balls, 40% hard hit with a 40% barrel at plus 480. I like this Schneider. Like Schneider, 400 slug, 200 ISO on the year against them. Varsho back? Leo Jimenez, he got the power. Who are these people? Okay, so man, Snyder, pay attention to this Top France. He hit fly balls, consistent hard hits, 94 exit velo. Definitely pay attention to this Top France. He might be in a long shot spot. And I'm on the fence about Vlad. Again, it's Vlad though. I'm not mad. He crazy power. It ain't the let me see last 5 what is it? See, that's the only thing that's throwing me off is the inconsistent fly balls. But if you feel like that power, him playing at home, at plus 500, I ain't mad at that at 5-1 odds for Vlad. I'm not mad at that at all. But for sure, I like this Davis Schneider, and I would love to see what Top France line would be if he play. And then Vlad is up there as well. That'll be the right behind them. All right, hold on. I'm trying to see. All right. Okay, we move over here to Max Scherzer and the Kansas City Royals. That's a righty. Start up top, Bobby Witt. 99 exit velo, 10% barrel. Last 5, 101.20. 40% fly, 60 hard hit. He might go again today, especially in this park. He might go yard again today. 30% fly, consistent hard hits, 99 exit velo, 10% barrel. Last 5 was 101.20. All season long, he been hitting righties with these pitches well. Four seam and a slider. Pasquantino, 20% barrel over his last 10 at bats. 95-20 over his last 5 at bats. Anything specific to lefties? Yeah, a lot of four seams. 20% barrel still. Last 5, so the 20% barrel stuck. Line drive 40%. Last 5, 60%. 90-10. What happened to Salvador? He was going crazy for a minute. Why shit all look like that? 60-20-60. 60-20. Y'all know that 60-20-60. That's my go-to. With a 90 exit velo over 10. I don't know what this is about. Swear I don't. So it's the slide. Let me see. It's the slider. So he banking on that four seam. That slider cooking him. Good righty as well. 93-10. A lot of ground balls. Let's see. But we can find better than that. He a lefty. 20% barrel over 10 at bats. 40% barrel over 5. 40% fly ball. 40%. Mike might go yard again. No line, so I'm not sure. I know he went yard yesterday. He might go again today. Let's see. Where he at? Isbell. See, Isbell last 10, 95 exit velo, last 5, 101. Oh, just base hits. Base hits, base hits. He can get a fly ball. That shit might be gone. 30%, 50, 20, 40. Where he been at? Power line drive. That's exactly what them bitches is. 93-20 again for Rave. Last 5, 97-40. Consistent fly balls. Elite home run to fly ball ratio. 80% hard hit. Last 10, 50-20-50. Plus 700. John Rave is in a good spot again as a long shot. So you got Bobby. Mike Scherzer. However you say it, he might go again. Like these last 5 at bats, he been going straight power. Perez. If he can get the four seam, that's the issue. If he can get the four seam, he might be straight. But I'm not into the enforcing. What stood out was Bobby Witt, and what stood out was John Rave. These is what stood out like the most. You had a couple like close ones, but it was either the power was a little too low or it wasn't a lot of fly balls, one or the two. But again, you know how that go. So you got a couple there. Pirates, Rockies, 90 degrees, wind going out. Also, you got high altitude. We call I think everything we called in here yesterday, except for I think Jordan Beck. Hunter Goodman got one, McCutcheon, O'Neal Cruz. So let's just hope the same today. Well, it's gonna be a little different. Paul Skeens, 6 homers, 3 to lefties, 3 to righties. You can see his home run per 9. So he don't give them up often. He's giving up less than 1 on average a game. He didn't got caught slipping a few times to both hands, but on average, out of 133 innings pitched, he giving up less than 1 a game to both hands. Austin Gomber, 8 homers, 2 to lefties, 6 to righties. He another one who just now getting back and still managed to give up 8 homers. High fly ball pitcher, high barrel allowed pitcher. So these are the type of pitchers that you want to target when looking at a slate, especially if everything else makes sense as far as the weather, the park. All right, so Hunter Goodman, 90. Oh, let me go to 10. 91-10. Jordan Beck, Doyle. He went yard yesterday, if I ain't mistaken. Toglia. So you're going to bat left. Or seeing y'all to death. 88-10. Moniak, you're going to see a lot of four seams. 86-10, 89-20, 40% fly, 60-20-60. All right, watch Mickey Moniak at plus 550. Definitely watch Mickey. Who am I on? Armor, righty. Righty. Oh, shit, I was yarning. Tovar went so stupid yesterday. 101.40 his last 5, 97.30 his last 10 against the splitter, four seam sweeper sinker. A lot of line drives, which you can see yesterday. He was getting a whole lot. Look, line drive, line drive, line drive, line drive in the last 2 days. You definitely want to go to double route with him. Definitely want to go to double route. 20% barrel over 10, 40, 10, 50, 40, 80. What's the Strata line? Plus 950. Estrada might be on to something. He went yard yesterday. Damn piss missile. Lefty, you're going to see a lot of four seams. 96-20 last 5, 90-10 last 10. 50% fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball. Over 10 at bats, he's not consistently hitting the ball well. Hitting the ball like over 95. His last 5 at bats, more line drives, a higher home run to fly ball, a little more consistent. I don't know what his line is, but he might be in another sneaky spot. Moniak. And I would watch this Estrada. I would definitely watch Estrada. He got a 20% barrel over 10 at bats. He hit fly balls with consistent 95-mile-an-hour exit velocities. You go to last 5, 40%, and even more consistent on the hard hits. Again, everything favor you. So it's great for carry, period, because of the altitude of how high they playing. That's going to carry the ball further, good weather and wind going out. So these type of players, and then he at 950. So Moniak at 550 and Estrada at 950 is the best spots going up against Paul Skeen today. Gomber. Oh, I know what I want to see. Hold on, I want to see something. Yeah, they be close every time. Yeah, put that back on there. All right. All right. We move over to this. I don't know why I'm looking at something else, and it was like it wasn't showing O'Neal Cruz today, which is weird. 93-10 for Brian Reynolds. 20% fly, 70 hard hit, last 5, 60, 20, 80. He got the hard hits. But again, I mean, a 20% fly ball, all you need to do is just get one in the air here. Just one. And everything else gonna do its part. Everything else. All you need to do is just get one. O'Neal Cruz. These going to get okay, they're going against lefties. Do O'Neal play against lefties? 108.40. Damn. All worm rattlers. 100% hard hit, last 10, more ground balls. So I don't know. But like I told y'all yesterday, I don't know if y'all remember what I told y'all yesterday, but I will remind you. It looked it like this. And I said you can look at this, or you can make that executive decision when you see this kind of power in this home run friendlier park from the altitude, weather, and wind. And he went out there and hit a grand slam. So it's one of them decisions you got to make it. They got his home run at 260. You got to go off of, is it the inconsistent fly balls, or you willing to take that chance and take his power and just hope he can hit one in the air with that power and is out of here? %40 fly, 20 home run to fly, 60 hard hit. Last 5, 60, 20, 40. Andrew McCutchen might go again today as well. throw that as much to them. To the lefties, okay. That's good enough. Okay, you eliminated the knuckle curve. The fly ball is still low. I was trying to see. I seen the exit velocity go up. Joey Bart, last 10, last 5, 20%, 40% over the last 5. Joey Bart, I didn't know he was back. 20% barrel over 10, 20% barrel over 5, 30%, 10, 20, 20, 20. Ah. Who the fuck? 10, 95, 20, 60, 60, 40, 40. Who is this? Canario. Watch him. Watch this Alexander Canario kid. I don't know who this is, but watch him. For sure. Uh, so you got, man, I can't stop yawning. I think McCutcheon can go again. I don't know who this Canario is, can go. Does he have any homers? Yeah, righty. He got 2 versus lefties. Okay. It was summer. Let me see. 20%. I feel like it was somebody I'm missing. I don't remember who it was. Oh, O'Neal. I mean, so you got McCutcheon, Canario, and that's on you to make that decision if you gonna go after strictly the power, because it's damn show there, the power there, this lefty to lefty matchup, and they got him at 260. Brewers Nationals, 80 degrees, wind coming in is looking like 6 mile an hour. Matter of fact, let me verify. Yeah, it's coming in, and it's up to 9 mile an hour now. Brandon Woodruff, 4 homers, 1 to lefties, 3 to righties. Um, Jake Irvin, 23 homers, 14 to lefties, 9 to righties. About 2 homers a game to lefties, a homer and a half to righties. Last 10, 99, 10, 104, 20. Man. When the last time he hit a home run? Everybody was talking about Ellie, and I mean, it's like he ain't even hitting fly balls. He not even been hitting no fly balls. That's the crazy thing. So it all makes sense. Damn. Sheesh, 94-30. Over his last 10, 98-60 last 5, 80-20-80, 70-10, 60. CJ Abrams for sure got to go on there at plus 630. I mean, plus 650. For sure. This shit look crazy. This look crazy. 94-30. Last 5, 94-20, yeah. Like Abrams look crazy, and then you go right to the Garcia, 70-20-60. 80-20. Oh, yeah. Garcia at what? Plus 700. Garcia and Abrams look crazy. What hand are you? Oh, I need to pay attention to that. Righties get a sinker the most. All right. Oh, these was all lefties. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. They about to go straight lefties out there, bitch. 30, 50, 40. He back. He played yesterday. No line, though. Righties. Job boys got against this sinker. My bad, y'all. Paul DeJong. What are you? A righty. A lot of sinkers. Nothing there. I see a lot of bright green. What is going on here? Oh, ain't much going on. Shit. Yep, it's Abrams, Garcia. Like it's not even nothing to think about. And they giving you both of these players at one was at 650, one was at plus 700. It ain't nothing to think about. Nothing at all. Jake Irvin against them Brewers. So the righties is even keel. Gotcha. 98, 93, 10, 30%, 40, 40, 60. Oh, he got a line. Oh. I don't know what Jackson line is, but I'm definitely interested in seeing it. 140 last five, 40%, 20, 80, 30, 10, 40 against lefties. It's four seams and curves. 140 at Yelich. What's Yelich line? 550. And you definitely want to target a Jake Irvin. Definitely. He's given up 10 homers to the four seam and the curve. Yelich has 4, 3. So he got 7 against his top two pitches. That's 5 at bats, 10. That's what changes everything. But I'm definitely watching Yelich. I would definitely look into Yelich. I would. I would definitely look into Yelich. Because especially in these more recent at bats, 140 is crazy. 95, 10, 94. Bryce Terrain, 50% fly ball, 50% hard hit, 950. Another long shot spot you can sprinkle on. Consistent fly ball, consistent hard hit, 95 exit velo, 10% barrel. You can see, I mean, you can use your eyes. You see a lot of bright green here, so that's telling you something itself. Uh, so that's a nice long shot spot. William Contreras. Now, are you doing any of that to the right? No, they more even kill here. 104, 20 last 5 at bats, 96 exit velocity, 10% barrel last 10. A lot of ground balls against these specific pitches from righties last 5. Yep, even more. So he don't look like that same spot he looked that he was in yesterday for sure. The power there, but it's just like again, power means nothing if it's not going in the you know what I'm saying, if it's not going in the air. If it's strictly gonna be all ground balls or line drives, it's not gonna benefit us at all. And that was more ground balls. Even line drives can help in some situations. 96-40. Andrew Vaughn been going absolutely crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he got 4 in his last 6 games. Um, Another righty he going against, sinker curve, 4 seam. It's even, so I'm not going. It's the lefties. 96-40 over 10 at bats is insane. 95-40 over 5 at bats is insane. High fly ball, high home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits. Last 5, 60, 20, 80. More fly balls and more consistent hard hits. So at plus 525 at that, up against a person like Jake Irvin, who is home run friendly. So Andrew Vaughn is definitely in a good spot, a great spot. For the lefty, lefties don't see the change up as much. 95-10 on the righty side, right? Righty. 40% fly ball, 10% 60, 60, 40. What's his line? Watch Jansen. I don't know what his line is, but he hitting consistent fly balls. He got a 93 exit velo with a 20% barrel over 5. 95 exit velo, 10% barrel over 10 with a 40% fly ball hit rate. This boy went out there and went for 2 yesterday. Blake Perkins. That was crazy. 98-20. Yep, 98-20, 40, 60. So he hit a lot of fly balls consistently. Like I said, he did that yesterday at plus 1,000. Might want to keep him on the radar. We seen what he did yesterday. I'm interested in seeing what Jackson line is, but it would like you got some Christian Yelich on the lefty side. This look crazy. His last 5 at bats against righties pitching a 4-seam change curve. And it's looking like it's that curve he wants, which he throws the second most time. Like if you take off the changeup, yeah. But like the best was like Andrew Vine for sure. So you got Andrew Vine and Yelich, and then you got Terang and Perkins as your long shots. And you can see, like I said, he giving up a 10% barrel to both hands, hard hits, more fly balls than lefties, home run to fly ball. So, and it looked like the lefties, he was almost giving up 2 homers. So maybe if you got to pick one of the two, you might want to go Yelich on the strength of that. But it's up to you, by all means. Tigers, Phillies, 80 degrees. Wind is Phillies coming in 8 mile an hour. You got Scooble versus Zach Wheeler. Got 9 homers from Scoob giving up all the righties. Zach Wheeler 14 homers, 8 to lefties, 6 to right, about a homer a hand. Tarek Scooble almost a homer, but he under a homer a hand. None lefties. So this should be very interesting to see him and Kyle Schwarber match up. Kyle Schwarber, of all people, sold me yesterday. I had a 4-leg, 2 total bases, and everybody cashed, and he had 1 single late in the game. Couldn't get that second total base, of all people. I thought Barger was going to sell, and he went yard in the knife, I think. All right, so you're going heavy sinkers. Definitely want to see this sinker. Oh, yeah, your power went up and your barrel. Yep. At plus 375. I haven't seen Sorb over 300 in a minute. But I get it. It's against Scuba. So righties is what you seeing. Sorber, I already looked at this, but it's like, make sure I ain't tripping. Sinkers and changes. He's throwing those to the lefties. Noted 94-20 over 10, 96-40 over 5, 20%, 10%, a lot of line drives. So TBs, Bryson Stott lefty. You're going to see a lot of these sinkers and changes, brother. Sinkers and changes. He went out there, man, and got ejected. That shit blew me. I forgot they got Harrison Bader. 98-20 last 10, 98 exit velo last 5. So he consistently hitting the ball power, 30%, 20-70. He might be in a sneaky spot, y'all. I don't know what his line is, but he got a 30% fly ball, a 20% home run to fly ball, and we seen consistent hard hits, seeing that this is bright green. And he holding his 98 exit velocity over 10 at bats. Definitely might want to check into that if he play. 120 over 10 at bats is crazy. 30% fly ball, 10%, 90% hard hit. Otto Kemp got auto beef with the ball. Everything he's smashing. Over 10 at bats. Let's see, what am I looking for? And it was righty's even kill. Watch Otto Kemp at plus 950. That's the third 950 I done seen today. That was in a great spot. Out of different games. You got Sword, which is definitely risky. It's gonna be risky on the strength that he hasn't given up a homer to lefties, but again, the read is the read. He got 100 exit velocity, 20% barrel over 10 to all the pitches. He gonna see a lot of sinkers and changeups. That his exit velocity and his barrel went up if those would he see a lot of, like especially this sinker. Um, it was him, and there was a sneaky spot with Bader. Oh, big Bader's in a sneaky spot. Oh, and Sosa. I'm tripping. My bad, Joe. I mean Kemp. 100 exit velo, 20% barrel. Watch these players. I don't know what Kemp line is. Oh, 950 was Sosa. I don't know. What was I looking at? I meant to say Kemp. I don't know what Kemp line is, but that's the one you need to be paying attention to with 100 exit velo, 20% barrel over 10 at bats. With a 30% fly ball rate. Riley Green. And it's so crazy. 300 batting average, 600 slug, 300 ISO. That's like the Pete Crow we looked at. Consistent all year. And it's just been like a shit show since before All-Star break. There you go. You're going to get a lot of fastballs. Nothing. I'm trying to see something. That shit ain't look good in so long. That was just 25 at bats I went up to. That's crazy. 95, 30 last 10. Even kill the righties. Four seams to lefties. Got you. 70% fly, 20, 60. 60, 60. Yeah. Torkelson at 575 is in a great spot. He just hit a 3-run yesterday. Glaber, 97-20 over 10 at bats. 70% line drive, 50%, 80% last 5. Sheesh. Against these specific pitches, at least. I don't know. It's looking like it's gonna be total bases. Y'all get the four seam all the time. Lefties get the four seam. Righty. 94, 20. Carry. You're gonna see a lot of four seams. 92, 20. Okay, that's what we want to see. 80%, 20, 40. 80, 20. Yeah, 475, Kerry Carpenter. He's seeing that four seam wheel. He throwing the four seam to the left handers 48% of the time, 50% of the time, basically. The next pitch was all the way at 15%. So yeah, it's gonna be a fastball game for sure to the lefties. Another one who's gonna see a lot of four seams today. Theirs is just regular righties. Again, he actually has a line today. He never have a line. Torkelson and Carpenter is the best two I like. Great metrics, consistent fly balls, consistent hard hits. Yeah, that's one righty, one lefty, and again, he giving up about a homer a game to both. So it is what it is. Rangers, Mariners. Roof closed, so none of these weather conditions matter. Miro Kelly making his debut in Texas versus Louis Castillo. Miro Kelly then gave up 14 homers, 10 to lefties, 4 to righties. Luis has given up 12, 6 to lefties, 6 to righties. Got Kyle Riley. 40% fly, 20. Oh, that ain't what I wanted to see. Okay. You did there. 96-10. 50%, 60, 40, 40. Luis O down from yesterday. You see he hit one, what, to the warning track? Yep. 460. What is that? Cutter force. Exit velo there. No, you don't know what you're going to get right here. $94.20, $92.20, 40% fly, 40 hard hit, 40-10, 60. Suarez at plus 375 in a good spot. Julio, Suarez. Garber, you righty. 40-10, 40. No line. $95.20 over 5. $95.20 over 10. 30%, 20-50. 40-20, 60 at plus 1,000. We have us another long shot in Cole Young. That's the kid who went yard 2 games ago. Yep. Cole Young. I like this. I like his stats. Ken zone, no fly balls over 5. 1 over 10. 99-20. That's tough. Got a crazy line drive percentage. I know that much. The old favorites I'm probably gonna rock with Julio, Suarez. About time for you to hit your first homer here since you've been back. Oh, and then you got a long shot in this Cole Young kid. He definitely mashing. Uh, oh, see, 30%, 40. Oh, heavy on the 4 seam. 92-10, 94-20, 40% fly, 50 hard hit. What's Rowdy line? 630. Rowdy might be on to something. I had to go look at 10 at bats, 92-10. They about to see a lot of 4 seams. He been hitting the 4 seam well all year. He been hitting the 4 seam well all year. So, we just need you to him to hang a 4 seam is clipped. But yeah, you 4 seam heavy to both hands. What's up with the hard hits, man? Why y'all can't consistently hit the ball with some power? Damn, 130 over 10 with all the pitches. 92-10 to the 4 seam, 30% fly, 40 hard hit. All the pitches, 30% fly, 90 hard hit. What's why 560? I like this 560 for Langford. Definitely. I like that a lot for Langford. Uh, hold on. All right. Langford, I like. We got a fastball pitcher. That's what I like to see. Corey Seager. There you go. Forcing 92-20 over 10 at bats. Oh, we didn't even hit no fly balls lately, huh? Gotcha. 94-10, 20% fly, last 5-0, 50-50, 94-10. All right, look there, Rowdy. Evan Carter. '92 exit velo. Like total base warriors. Jock Peterson, 103.30 over 10 at bats. 103.20 over 5. 20-20-80. 20-20-80. Is it at plus 600? Jock Peterson might go ahead and hit his first one since he been back. I like his metrics in this fly ball and hard hit percentage. 103.30. Gotta be crazy. So yeah, I only really like Langford. I like Tellis, 93-10. I think it was more so with the four seam. Yep, the high fly ball, high consistent hard hits. And Jock Peterson. I actually like Jock. That which is crazy. Yeah, I like that Jock Peterson. Ain't gonna lie. All right. Okay, we move. Twins, Guardians, 80 degrees, wind coming in. Bailey Ober versus Tanner Bibby. Bailey Ober, 21 homers, 12 to lefties, 9 to righties. He giving up 2 homers a game to both hands on average. A higher barrel to righties. It's double the hard hits. So how many baseballs that's being hit from right hand batters are over 95 miles an hour is over half. A fly ball pitcher, and then fly balls result in home runs. Nice ratios. Jose has a homer against him. We in the same division, so I know he's seen him enough. So let's say Quan, last 10. Yeah, actually forcing him to change up to the lefty. You're right, forcing him change. Damn, I ain't seen nobody exit velocity hit 90 yet. 96-30. Still take off the slider. 92-20, 40%, 20-50, 60-40-60. That's the shit we want to see. Manzardo, plus 370. There we go. Manzardo might go today for sure. What about to these righties? Let's even kill across over there. You might with that power. When I see high power and you got a decent fly ball percentage, it automatically like, oh shit, hold on, let me look into this. Let me look into this. What's going on here? Like, because all we need is the power to go with it. Just need the power to go with it, and we on to something. Let's see where we at. Nolan. His metrics look decent here with everything. Remove that slider. 30%, 60, 20, 60. And then the Guardians. He got the power in the barrel, even these last 5 at bats. You want him hitting over here to this side, the mode at 325 side. Schneeman. Schneeman, boy. Bo Naylor, that boy been going crazy. 30% fly, 40% hard hit, 0 fly, 40 last 5. Take off this slider. 30, 40, 92, 20. What's Bo Naylor line? 450. Let's say 30% fly ball. He got some power there. So I will watch Bo Naylor for sure. Yeah, I watch Bo Naylor. Man, Zardo is the clear best shit we seen. 96-30 over 10 at bats. Last 5, 97-40. Crazy. 40% fly, 20-60. His last 5, 40, 20-60. So it's like Manzardo's the best option. But you did have like I would watch like Gabriel with the exit velo with that 99 exit velo, and it's a 20%, but again, it's not far from these two. I mean, these three right here. It's not like one just going super crazy over the other ones. It's not happening. Um, and Bo, I think I like Bo a lot too. I do like Bo. You see a lot of bright green here. Last 10, he got a 30% fly ball, 20% barrel at 450. So I definitely would watch that for sure. Okay. Tanner Bibby, 20 homers, 10 to lefties, 10 to righties. A like a less than 10% barrel to both hands. About a homer and a half to both hands. So it's even kill, but it's 20 homers. So you show that you can give up home runs. You're vulnerable to homers in some fashion or form. Trevor Larnage. Change ups and four seams. High ground ball. What did he end up doing yesterday? I wish I seen what he did yesterday because it didn't look like shit. Jeffers. What's this? A righty? Let me see. Righties is more even kills than lefties. Matt Warner. Look crazy. 97-30 over 10. 94-40 over 5. Um, Consistent fly balls. Elite home run to fly ball ratio. Consistent hard hits. If you eliminate the sweeper and the cutter, see 94-20 last 10, 95-20 last 5, 60-20, 60, 60-20, 50. So Matt Warner's in a good spot at plus 500. It's crazy value out here today. Royce Lewis, the righties, if I'm not mistaken, is even. Yep, righties more even. It's the lefties. I wonder why do they always switch up their pitches to lefties though. Cody Clemens, and these are day lates. I'm not sure. Did Matt Warner go yesterday? Because if he didn't, he's supposed to, so he might today. And I remember Cody Clemens too, 94-20. Their main two pitches, 94-20 again, 89-20, 30% fly, 70 hard hit, 40% fly, 60 hard hit, 520. Cody Clemens. So it's like Warner Clemens. Look like the same shit from yesterday. You are a Christian Vasquez. You are a righty. You won't see nothing no different. You will be dominant to the first two pitches, 95 exit velo. Are these people playing? Yep. Warner, Clemens. Those are the best options. Again, they going against a righty anyway. Warner look crazy. Clemens look crazy. You isolate those top two pitches, the four seeming to change. It looked crazy. So it's like, it's a man, it looked crazy. That's all you need to know. That it looks crazy. Um Astros Red Sox. 75 degrees, wind coming in. I can't remember where they had them. They wanted the bottom threes from weather coming in, high pressure. On top of that, let's go stadium only. It's not one of the home run friendliest parks, but what did I tell y'all? And I'm glad I just happened to look at this. Look at second, third base. So doubles, triples, singles, and runs, like scoring a lot. Look at where they at. I've told y'all like it's a good park. Them, Colorado, even a better park. These are good parks for based on like how they park set up for doubles as well. So that's more of a reason not to be afraid to go total bases if you got to. Astros, Red Sox. We got Colton Gordon, 13 homers, one to lefty, 12 to righties. He's giving up 2 homers a game to righties, 12% barrel. Walker Bueller, whoa. 18 homers, 7 to lefties, 11 to righties. Again, he got enough in his pitch to where that 2 home runs a game to righties is valid with a 12% barrel. Jaron Duran, 93-20 over his last 10 at bats, 90 over his last 5. Let's see what you look like against a sweeper. 20, 20, 60, 30, 10, 30. Put all the pitches back. 20. Yep. More doubles coming. I can already see how this about to go. He had one yesterday. His last time seeing a sinker from a lefty, he had a triple. So this be the park to do that in as well. Like you want to boom, you could just sit there and sprinkle on the double and the triple. Your choice. So you four seam heavy in the righties. Gotcha. 20% barrel over 10. Four seam. 92 exit velo. 30, 20, 50. 40, 20, 40. I like this at plus 540. I like Sedan. Abreu. You're seeing lefties well. What do you do against these sweepers? 97. Carlos, you're a righty. 93-10 over 10 at bats. 94-20. 60-10, 50. 60-40. Okay, like Carlos at plus 600. I like Sedan. I like Narvaez. Most likely it's going to be a Bregman on here somewhere. 97 exit velo. We'll see all four seams. 97 exit velo. 97 over 5. 50% fly ball, 60 hard hit. 40, that's all I needed to see. Bregman at plus 420. He's in a good spot. Please come out there and throw a million four seams at these players, at these righties. You're going to bat right, so you're going to see a four seam. Romy wrong. 97-20. Hey, look at what his odds is today from what we caught him at the other day. Yeah, buddy. Don't do that again. 97-30 over 10 at bats. So he loved a four seam as well. 20% fly, 10, 70, 20, 40. Now his ground ball is definitely higher on here, but if you look at his last 10, 40, 20, 40, it's all around the same. Let me see. 600 slug with 3 homers at home. His odds is lower, which is half of what we caught it at. 97-30. It's hard not to add that on there. It's hard. He got a 640 slug with a 300 ISO against them on 86 at bats this season with a 337 batting average. He is going insane against them. It's hard not to see that. So, from what I'm seeing so far, it's a righty game. Crazy metrics. Crazy metrics. I don't even see the sweeper that much, so I guess I can't even really like dictate it off of this. Let me see here. 40% fly, 1070. This is the highest fly ball I've seen him have in a long time. So he must like these lefties. At plus 830, Roman Anthony is a long shot, y'all. Y'all know every day I say he gonna be like that double merchant, and that's exactly what he go out there and do. Today he actually have the fly ball and the consistent hard hits to go yard. To go yard. 98-20, you can't deny that. Not last 5, 96-20, you can't deny that. And only problem he be having is he don't ever have no fly balls. This he does. So he got 2 homers on the year, and yep, he got one of them against a lefty. So he finally made the list. Rob, 10 at bats, 98-20 over 10 at bats, and let's see, 4 seam, 99-20. Last 5, 102-20. Sheesh. 0% fly ball last 5. Last 10, 30, 80. 30% fly balls, 80% hard hits. 8 out of 10 at 520. So you're gonna have to go any, meeny, miny, mo. But you got all righties from Sedan, except for the long shot. That's a lefty. Sedan. So I guess we go through here and let's see what all the pitches who had the best one. 93-10, 97. Looked like it was wrong. 98-20. Oh, hold on. 98-20, 97-20. 600 with 3. 500 with 3 on 60 at 333 batting average. It looked like if you look at all the pitches combined, it's Rob or Romy. Because the other ones we wanted it was off the four seam alone. We were just isolating the four seam. But if you go off of all the pitches, it's definitely one of these two. A 98-20 over 10, a 97-20 over 10. 20% fly for Romy. Rob got hold on. So why did it say 0? Huh? I'm not sure, but it's looking like one of them two. But it's a whole lot of righties, y'all. You got righties for, again, don't overthink it. Win coming in. It's not favored to have a lot of homers. So for sure, those righties you could take for total bases all day because they're going to pull the left field. And most of the time they hitting it off the big green monster, which is going to result into those extra bases every single time. So keep it in mind. Walker Buehler. See what we got over here. Altuve, StatCast, Walker, 1 yard yesterday. Yandy, 30% barrel over 10 at bats, 30% fly, 20-60. Good enough for me. At plus 600, I like Yainer Diaz. Correa, 96-20 over 10, 94-40 over 5, 20%, 70, 20%, 60. He got power. It's like he getting a lot of line drives. But over 10, it's more even. So that's on you to decide as far as that. He don't got a line yet. Pena back. Sanchez, 91-10. Sheesh. This shit look crazy. 50%, 20-50. Last 5, 60-40. What's his line? He's that guy. He's one of them ones. I forgot he went over there. This how his shit was looking in Baltimore. 60-40-60 over 5 at bats, 50-20-50 over 10 at bats. Insane. If he play today, definitely watch out for this. Where is he at? Caratini. 10 at bats. Got the velocity. Do you get it? Nope. Yandy, and I definitely would look into this. I don't know what his line is, if he gonna play, but if he does, y'all might want to watch that. And it's gonna most likely be a long shot. 600 for Yainer, and they don't got a line for. Let me see if they got one over here. See if I can get a line for y'all. What's his name? He does not have a line. That's tough. Yeah, he don't got a line. Yankees Marlins. Hold on. Okay. 90 degrees. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Roof closed, so it doesn't matter. We got Cam Schlittler versus Yuri Perez. Cam, 3 homers, 2 to lefties, 1 to righties. He doesn't have a lot of in his pitch, so none of this will be super accurate. Perez, 44 innings pitched, 2 homers, 1 to lefties, 1 to righties. He gives up a lot of fly balls, but he does not give up a lot of homers. From the stats. All right, last 10. 91-10. 20. You can get better than that. 90-20 last 10. 92-20 last 5. 10% fly, 40 hard hit. You're going 4 seam crazy. 40, 20, 40, last 5, 0. I guess Stowers, 20% barrel over 10. Make sure it wasn't like that to it's like that to both hands. 20, 40, 40, 40. Lopez, again, they all gonna see four seams galore. 95 is a velo. A lot of line drives. Jesus Christ. Ramirez, 92-20. 94-20. It's look good with all the pitches. 40%, 70. Eliminate those and add the four seams 60, 10, 80. Last 5, 80, 80. 98, 40. One, damn. At plus 630. Ramirez. Crazy. That's insane. This look crazy, y'all. So yeah, Ramirez, come on down. He just went yard yesterday. It's a four seam 97-10, 30%, 80, 60, 80, but sheesh. Of course, no line. 93-10 for my boy. 95-20, 60% fly, 10-40. Y'all notice my guy, Hernandez, at plus 680. Like him as well. Winkler. I know a lot of people probably gonna be on Stowers. I mean, I'm not mad at that. But be honest, 40-24, that's cool. This look cool. That shit don't look better than this with all the pitches or the four seam isolated. And it don't look better than was it him? Him as well. You got Ramirez. You got this Sanoja. Oh no, I'm tripping. It was Hernandez. My bad. This is off of all the pitches, and then this is the four seam. Everything got better. That's who it was. Ramirez, Hernandez, and then you can add Wag on there. I mean, not Wag, Stowers. But that Hernandez and that Ramirez look crazy. Looked the craziest for sure. We come over here. Cody. Seeing a lot of four seam. 50% fly, 50 hard hit. 60-60 with a 94 exit velocity. Cody Bellinger look good at 560. The coin respecter himself. I mean, just look at this, y'all, for his homers. The coin respecter himself, and he's still at 900. 102.40 over his last 5. 98.20 over his last 10. Crazy metrics to all the pitches. He gonna see a lot of four seams, 98-10, 101-20, 40%, 20%, 80, 60, 10, 70. Again, Volpe is on here for our long shot for the Yankees. Again, they're gonna keep giving that value. That is insane. 98 exit velo over his last 5, 100 over his last 10, 40% fly, 70 hard hit. That's all I want to see. Plus 600. I'm going to ask every time, y'all, is Ryan McMahon day-to-day to hit his first homer as a Yankee? He threw a lot of four seams. Sheesh. 30% barrel with all the pitches. Damn. 10, 50, 30. I might. Trent, you be tricky, bruh. You tricky. You definitely got all of this for sure. It's the fly balls, but then you still go out there and find a way. He a tricky one, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Ben Rice, 93-20. That looked decent with all the pitches. Four seam alone. 94-10. 30-40. 60-40. At 450, I like Ben Rice. So what we got? Belly. Volpe. Shit, you got a lot of these that look good. McMahon. Rice. Power ain't there for this. Where you at? Chiz, 93-20. 96-20 over 5. So that looked decent. Everything got better to four seam 101.30, 101.20, 70, 10, 90. Sheesh. Jazz is the best so far. 525. That looks the best. 525 today. Jazz Chisholm. Caballero. Not doing that. So Slater 90 20. A lot of four seam 95 20. Only I got 5 at bats. All line drives. Stan been going crazy. 130 over his last 10 at bats against all 3 pitches with a 30% fly, 70 line drive. The four seam 92 10. 30% fly. The line drive actually came down, which is good. And he's still hitting homers off them line drives. He's still been hitting homers. So I think I can't not say he been doing what he needs to do. He been holding it down, being that superpower with no judge. So Stanton is on there as well. Jazz is the best though. It was man, it's a lot of them on here, y'all. Jazz, Volpe, McMahon, Ben Rice. Like I said Jazz and then Stanton. So start figuring, let's see who fall in the weak spot. Try to identify a side of that you want to attack. Any of those. Or just go total base and call it a day. Because if I'm not mistaken, the roof closed, so it don't matter. Roof is closed. Giants, Mets. 80 degrees, 6-mile-an-hour winds going to left field. I never heard of Kai Wing Ting and then Singer. Is this the Japanese showdown? So we got righties. They don't even know. They don't even know what the hell he pitching. But he a righty, so P 3050, Nemo 9410 is these fly balls. Juan Soto. So it's looking like the old faithfuls. 9320. High fly ball, consistent hard hits, Vientos. $96.30, damn. 30, 20, 60, Ronnie. So yeah, so I don't know what he pitching, but it's like Ronnie, Vientos, and then your top of the order, Alonzo, 20% barrel, 30. Nemo, 30, 94. Soto. So yeah. I don't know who that is, what he pitching, so can't really do too much with that. What's the last game? All right, Koday. 7 homers, 3 to lefties, 4 to righties. You can see he's not giving up a lot of barrels. Almost 1 to righties. He's not giving up a lot of homers. So that don't mean he can't get rocked. It's not he hasn't given up any. It's just be mindful of those things when you're trying to attack pitchers. 94-0. 95-10. 95 exit velocity. Hold on. Ramos 94. I see a lot of bright green. 40-80 at plus 600. Ramos might go yard today. 30-30-70 for Devers at 450. Adames 40% barrel. Damn. 30% 20-40 at 430. Watch Matt Chapman 94-20. She had a higher fly ball. So yeah, you got Ramos, 94 exit velocity. He had a lot more fly balls against these specific pitches. Our fork ball is insane with a consistent hard hit. Devers, 95 exit velo. He had a higher fly ball. No, not a Adames. Matt Chapman, 40% barrel over 10 at bats with a 30% fly ball and a 20 home run to fly ball ratio. Yep. So Ramos, Devers, Chapman, 2 lefties and a righty. Braves, Reds, 81 degrees. It's a high. It's saying 77. But that's crazy because updated is saying 0% chance. So I'm not sure, but this saying a 77% chance of rain. I'm seeing on my end that this Bristol Motor Speedway, something ain't right. Yeah, this not right. What park is this? It's what I'm seeing is 77 degrees, 0% chance of rain, and 10-mile-an-hour winds going left to right. That's live. Got Spencer Strider, 10 homers, 6 to lefties, 4 to righties. Chase Burns, 4, 3, 1. Spencer Strider. So you got, let me see, Spencer Strider. So I'm not sure about that one, y'all. I don't even say the right park. 4 seams and sliders is all he throwing. So damn near 4 seams. 96-20, 20% fly, 10-60 over 10, 20-20-60 over 5 at plus 560 for Ellie. Key Brian Hayes, they're gonna see a lot of these four. Oh no, hold on. So lefties get the 4 seams. Okay. Lefties get the 4 seams. 40-30. 60-40. Watch him. Spencer Steer at plus 900. Watch that for sure. 60% fly ball, 40 hard hit. With a 20% barrel his last 5 at bats, I would definitely watch that at plus 900. Gavin Lux. Oh, you a lefty. You're going to see the 4 seam. 95 20. 30% 10-60. 0-60. Austin Hayes got a snap out of it too. He too good to be in this funk. He in Stevenson. 90-10. 50% fly, 40 hard hit, 10% home run to fly ball. Last 5, 40-40. What's his line? 700? Why? Well, I guess because it's Strider. Shit. I see Stevenson. I see Steer. 60-80 is crazy. 70-60. I don't even need to see none of this. Trevino shit just looked at nuts. If he play y'all, what a 95 exit velo. Benson, you a lefty. You're going to see a lot of these 4 seams, buddy. 93, 50-40. 40-20 don't look as good as the other ones, but 94-20, and you're going to see way more 4 seams. And shit got bad. What blind? What blind? Oh, the power go now. Spencer Strider. Only thing I really liked for real was Steer and Stevenson. Ellie, he definitely got the barrel. Let me see. If you go against the 4 seam alone, everything got better here. No, you know what? I did like Ellie. I did. Even though it say 20, it's not far from the other ones. And he got a consistent hard hit. And his power went up when it's the 4 seam that he's going to see a lot. So I do. Ellie, and then you got 2 long shots in Stevenson and Steer. Chase Burns, the young rookie phenom, been going crazy. Matt Olson, 95 exit velo, 50% fly ball, 60 hard hit, 40-40. I got to watch Matt Olson at plus 390. Austin Riley, 101-40 over his last 5, 95-30 over his last 10. Right, so it's always the lefties. Riley at 375. He damn sure got the power. Switch. So you're going to see the 4 seam. 30% barrel to both pitches. You're going to see way more 4 seams. 93-30, 10% 60, 20-40. Total bases. Kellenick. I don't know why they showing him. He's not playing. Okay, so that's every game up to 7. I got 1, 2, 3. I'll most likely drop the picks for these on the timeline. I have a run I have to make. I just got a text message. So I did everything up until the 3:10 o'clock games. I will be sure to drop the names for all those games on the timeline. I'll put them on Twitter for y'all. Again, I'll drop the video again tomorrow. But yeah, I have to make this run. So at least I got the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games out the way. The last 3 games all are at 10. I got more than enough time to drop it. I might drop it in the YouTube short or something. Who knows? But you will have them. So keep it in mind. And love y'all. See y'all again tomorrow. Let's get paid.